The importance of economic theory, and this is an idea the great French economist Bastiat understood very clearly, lies in that it reveals not only what is plain and obvious, what is easily observable, but above all, consequences which are not immediate or short-term, the indirect, and thus not obvious or noticeable, medium or long-term consequences of all phenomena. Good economists are characterized by not only their attention to the seemingly obvious, but also their ability, through their reasoning and their knowledge of market processes, to anticipate inevitable medium and long-term effects. They focus not only on that which is seen, but also on what is most important, that which is not seen. So, if there is poverty and someone suggests, "Let us pass a minimum wage law," ignorant people all say, "Fantastic! A higher minimum wage. Why have we not thought of that before? We will double the minimum wage. Everyone who is hired will make twice as much. Why on earth has such a simple idea for escaping the poverty in the world not occurred to us before?" Of course, in India and China, where people are dying of hunger, only one thing is necessary: the establishment of a minimum wage for everyone. 3 times what people are earning now. That is the answer. Do-goodism, voluntarism. That is the solution to our problems. Nevertheless, this notion is utterly absurd. It rests solely on what is seen. We economic theorists respond, just a minute. In a market process, people tend to be paid the value of their contributions to the process of production, their discounted marginal value products. If you legally impose a wage higher than that, you are doing a disservice to precisely those you wish to favor. You are condemning them to unemployment, to a state of physical hunger. I am an economist, and the mission of an economist is to open the eyes of demagogues, politicians, the naive and the ignorant. That is why we economists are always swimming against the tide. That is why we are always seen by society as unpleasant, as those people who are constantly calling attention to medium and long-term effects and phenomena that are overlooked when political decisions are made, but are generally very harmful. I am referring to good economists, because there are also wicked economists, like John Maynard Keynes, a man we have already talked about, whose motto was, "In the long run, we are all dead." Why worry about the medium and long term if we are all going to be dead? All that matters is the short term and what is seen. But as you know, Keynes knew very little about economics. He studied it, and poorly, for only 6 months. He knew a lot less than you do. However, he palmed us off with a whole perverse book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, in which he justified all of the crackpot demagogic policies politicians had been insisting on pursuing. And for that reason, the book became fashionable. For the first time, someone who seemed respectable had given a veneer of scientific legitimacy to everything they had always wanted to do. But we talked about Keynes in another class, and we saw that his contributions lacked a scientific foundation, and he has done such serious harm to modern civilization that we have yet to fully recover. Thus it could be said that, in the sphere of economic science, Keynes is the devil incarnate. I have told you that a good economist must open people's eyes to the effects which remain hidden, and appear only in the medium and long term, following the period of adjustment. A pseudo-economist who says, "Never focus on secondary effects, which appear in the medium and long term. Focus solely on what is directly observable." That is not an economist. That is the evil one himself, an enemy of society and an enemy of civilization.